In my analysis of the Bournemouth game, I highlighted this possession setup Amorim used at Sporting and questioned if this would cause our opponents any problems with the average ball playing ability of Maguire and Ugarte and the positions it was putting Maguire in midfield. Against Wolves, we saw some significant changes in this setup. The first was Amorim kept both pivots at the top of this box instead of pushing a centre-back into the first receiver position and pushing one of the sixes up. In my opinion, this put more pressure on Wolves' press with Mainu there instead of Maguire. The second change was switching Mazraoui inside from right wing back and Ahmad outside from the 10 position. We can see Mazraoui in this deep pocket where one of the 10s would drop up into. Wolves struggled to decide who should take Mazraoui, with Aït-Nouri arriving late in this situation. Mazraoui is again in this inverted pocket. As he gets on the ball, we can see the problems this has caused Wolves, with Aït-Nouri having to step up from left wing back, giving Mazraoui that initial space, and he plays a nice line breaking pass. Using Mazraoui as the out ball, this is a nice move that gets United up the pitch. And we can see how Ahmad, for the most part, was giving United that width on the right that would normally come from the wing back. But this wasn't just for build-up play from our box. Mazraoui is taking up this position in a more advanced area of the field. And as the ball goes into him, we can again see the issues this caused Wolves. Aït-Nouri is held by Ahmad, and Totti didn't want to step up onto Mazraoui, giving him this space. And it's a good switch out to Dalot. To be balanced about this, switching Ahmad and Mazraoui didn't always work. Here, they are on the same vertical line, which has allowed Wolves to tuck in. Ahmad should be holding the width. As Mazraoui gets on the ball, Ahmad makes this inside run, completely vacating the space out wide, and we end up going backwards due to the lack of width. Mazraoui and Ahmad are close to the same vertical line, which allows Wolves to tuck in again. If Ahmad held his width, this could have stretched Wolves, opening this pocket for Højlund. Despite this, I really enjoyed watching this tactic from Amorim play out, and it did cause confusion for Wolves, giving Mazraoui space to play. But again, United's cutting edge was poor. All Ahmad has to do is feed that ball to Højlund and he's through, but he takes the extra touch. Højlund has made the run, the space is there. All Ugarte has to do is play that pass, but he's not even looking at Højlund. The pass is eventually played, but the space has gone and Højlund checked his run to keep onside. Here, Mainu has loads of space to play the ball into, but he goes straight out. In this last example, Ahmad is on the ball, head up, looking at a high line with Højlund making a run, but this is a really poor pass. These were 4 of many examples. But the spin-off from this was United fans criticising Højlund online for his reaction to poor service. In theory, I 100% agree that players should not throw their toys out of their pram like this, but where may he have seen this before? Now this is what makes part of the Manchester United fan base the absolute bottom of the barrel dross of football supporters. The Hackman has been doing this for 4 years. Højlund, a young, impressionable player, not only sees this every week from his captain, but is at a club that rewards the Hackman for creating this toxic, petulant culture. Højlund is the latest player to be infected by the BF350 virus. The devil's verdict is, I was impressed that Amorim took Maguire out of the top of that possession structure. Essentially, it was a reshuffle of this setup, rather than a complete change. But it shows the analysis he does with his staff and is prepared to tweak things to accommodate the players he currently has, but without compromising his football principles. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.